And go.
Hello guys, it's TammyJ2009, and boy am I excited for this one video. So, what you're looking at is a box from Japan, and inside this box is the most expensive Thomas toy that I bought. Tommy Oliver. So, before we look at Tommy Oliver himself, I'm going to tell you the story of Tommy Oliver. So, for those of you who don't know, Tommy Oliver is a Thomas toy, and it's a train made by Tommy, and it is Oliver the Great Western Engine. So, Tommy Oliver is a popular Thomas toy. When I was a kid, I did not know they made a Tommy Oliver. Ever since I saw this guy, I was immediately hooked into him. My only problem with him is that he costs, like, a very ridiculous price. Like, he's $100. Like, I think we paid more than $100, but I still think it's worth it. But there are a lot of things that people ramble about Tommy Oliver. Like, one thing is that they gas up Tommy Oliver as one of the best toys ever, because in the Thomas community, people are so big on collecting Tommy trains, and there are a lot of people who do want Tommy Oliver, but I don't know if they're going to pay an insane amount of price. But if you want to, you could, like, save up money, or, like, I don't know what you could do to get $100 for Tommy Oliver, but one thing I don't know is that why he's at that price, because he's high in demand, but people are saying that Tommy Oliver is rare when he's in fact not rare. So, I think I'm happy that most people are saying that Tommy Oliver isn't rare but high in demand. Like, Troublesome Junction actually made a video discussing Tommy Oliver, saying he's high in demand, but he's not good of a model. Like, I would probably, like, agree or disagree, I don't know, but people love Tommy Oliver, so that's why everyone wants him, and that's why everyone... I mean, a lot of people do have Tommy Oliver. Train Boy 17, Driver 3 Joe, Agent Andrews, you name it, they have it.
Cool.
So, enough of me rambling. You're about to see Tommy Oliver. 3, 2, 1. So, before we look at Tommy Oliver, let's look at the other things. So, if I can get this thing out. So, here's the thank you note from the seller.
Dear customer, thank you so much for your purchase. We put Japanese roasted green tea as a small gift for you. Have a lovely day. Best regards, Atsuko Kamiyama.
Now, Tommy Oliver came from Japan, because he is made from Japan. Now, I think he was supposed to, like, come here in 2 weeks, but he came early. Like, I don't remember when we ordered this guy, but...
We ordered it after Christmas. It's just been a couple days ago, and it was supposed to take, like, a super long time.
How does Japan get that fast? But here's the roasted green tea.
Like 4 days? Like, I know it came FedEx, but it was crazy how fast it came.
I mean...
Oh, well, that's cool.
I think it does look fitting, since this item I have is green and it's Tommy Oliver.
Uh-huh, that's cute.
So... now let's begin. So, we'll start with Oliver's 2 red coaches here. Now, I think it's nice to have some rolling stock, because I don't have that much rolling stock other than just one troublesome truck that came with Diesel 10.
Oh, 1992.
So, you do get
Limited
these...
edition.
I think these are just repaints of Annie and Clarabelle, which I do hope to get soon. But I find it cool how Tommy Oliver has the red coaches. Like, even if this costs, like, $100, like, if we were to get just the green engine himself for $100, I don't know if it would be worth it, but these coaches are something. Like,
yeah, they're nice.
I mean, they're just like generic red coaches, but they do still hook up really nice. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Here he is, Tommy Oliver. Now, I cannot believe that I'm holding this beauty in my hand for the first time. Oh my gosh, I love this thing. Like, I can't believe I'm getting this excited over a Tommy Oliver.
For, what, a year now?
Ever since I was a kid.
I know, but I mean, like, making me watch it. Okay, 1998. And what
So,
did these say?
It said 1992.
Cool.
But here's Tommy Oliver.
That's awesome.
I know, right? He's so
work?
awesome. Now, I did put batteries in him, and he does run very nicely.
Cool.
Now, let's talk about Tommy Oliver's model himself, since most people are saying he isn't that good of a model, but I do like his green paint job, for one thing. Now, the one thing that I can understand is that he has black wheels, which isn't right. He should have green ones, but I think the wheel configuration is very nice. Like, this is what caught my attention ever since Tommy Oliver came out. So, you have these reverse side rods that just spin, like, that's like a satisfying wheel configuration. Like, if you were to, like, run this guy on Tommy trucks, you would be satisfied indeed. Now, his back wheel is a little big, but I think in the actual show, Tommy Oliver's back wheel is supposed to be small. Because he is a 14XX. But this is like the power unit for the wheels to actually spin around. Because of course you got the traction tires, which are important.
Yep.
But yeah, so I think the wheel arrangement is nice, but it would be better if the green wheels were there. Now, one thing that I do have kind of the nervous thing about is that these are like made of a little plastic, and these are like secured in pretty good, like pretty deep. So, Train King actually does have a Tommy Oliver, and when he told me that when he painted the wheels, this part here snapped off, but he was able to glue it. Now, I am worried that this is going to snap off, but I do want to be as careful as I can. I do want to make this accurate to the TV show, as Train King suggested.
Maybe get your dad or I to help.
But you have to carefully, like,
right.
take this piece out.
Yep.
But you can't break this part, because it does explain why there are some Tommy Olivers on eBay missing the sides, because this part is so brittle. So I think it's made of plastic.
It's also 35 years old, something like that.
But I am happy that this guy still works, and honestly, he looks so stunning. Like, now, another thing is his green running board. Now, I don't know why this is a big problem, but it would say it's a little problem because yeah, it's supposed to be like white.
You should probably tape it off before you paint it.
So
it stays straight.
I think people were wishing that they could. I think Troublesome Junction was wanting them to print on white or black because it looks like a big mesh of green, like a dollar store toy.
Sure to tape it off.
He said it looked like a dollar store toy. But I do think the running board is nice, and he has those little lamp irons there, which is nicely detailed.
Cool.
Now, the cab area and the firebox area are good, but I think one of the other complaints is his big, giant, fat boiler. Because I think Oliver's supposed to be a skinny character. But I think it does make sense for his boiler to be fat, because how would you fit the battery in?
That's sure it has to be at least as big as the battery.
But I don't think Oliver has a fat boiler in the show. I mean, if you compare this to the TV show Oliver, you can see how less accurate this is. And now, let's talk about his face. Now, Troublesome Junction said that this is Tommy's least accurate face. Now, I don't know what it is with people saying... I don't know what it is with people saying that none of the Thomas faces of the toys are accurate to the show, because they look pretty darn close. Now, Oliver's pupils are too small.
You're going to clean him up, too.
His nose is really big. But I do still like how it is what it is. Like, people start saying that Tommy Oliver is not good of a model, but some people do really still like Tommy Oliver. even if he looks weird, people still want this thing.
It's nice.
Yeah, like, I cannot believe that I have this thing in my hands.
I can't believe it got here so quick.
Yeah, like, this is such a really nice possession in my hands. Like, even if he's like $100, I think it was worth it in the end. And if I would, I'd probably want to get like a second Tommy Oliver and make a scrap Oliver, but I don't know what you guys would say. Like,
no.
I think people said that Tommy Oliver is a waste of money.
I don't think so. I think if you got her a present, it's something you always wanted.
But if you were to like save up your money for $100, you could get Tommy Oliver if you wanted. Though, I think someone might have I think Troublesome Junction said that a good price range to put it at is like 40 at the lowest, or like 70 at the highest. But, or like maybe even $20. Like,
maybe they'll go down after Christmas, I don't know.
Now, there are some people who do make like custom Tommy Olivers, like give him a smaller boiler and a smaller wheel arrangement. Like, they even like paint his wheels green and make his face more detailed.
9.
So I do like that, but one thing I am nervous about is painting his wheels green because of this little brittle rod holder. Which, even if it does break, I could glue it on there if I could.
I mean, your dad or I might help you do it with tweezers.
But anyways, that's one thing you should look out for.
Be careful.
Yeah. Like, if you're a kid, you should ask your parents to help you. Or if you're an adult, I'm sure you could get the hang of it. So anyways, I'm so happy that I have the real Oliver. I do have a custom Tommy Oliver that I will be selling on eBay. But we have the real deal here. Like, this is like so stunning of a model. And I could not be happier to own this guy in my hands. So, if you guys love Tommy Oliver, or if you hate Tommy Oliver, tell me in the comments. I think, like, Tommy Oliver is a decent model, I would say, but he is still nice to have in my possession. Like, I've always wanted Tommy Oliver, and now I have him.
That's awesome.
I'm sure there are a lot of people who do want Tommy Oliver, but I think they'll get them one day. I don't know.
Yep.
So, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos on Tammy 2009. Peace out.